the last day of practice, which we had to be out the water at noon to go to the meeting. And I had an idea that if I didn't find anything real major, I would fish that area that I won the tournament in. I was going to fish that area anyways. But I thought to myself, let me tell you, it was like 11 o'clock, and I was about 10 miles away. I said, let me run up there real fast. Everybody's off the water. I didn't want to pull in there, with everybody around. Everybody's off the water for the most part. Let me run up there real quick at 11 o'clock. I got there at 11:10. They had to be off the water at 12. And let me just see if I can get comfortable where I want to start. And I put the trolling motor down, and within the first 4 or 5 casts, I had a bite, and I shook it off, and it felt giant. It felt big, and I thought, "Wow, okay." So then I made another couple of casts, and I had another bite, and I'm looking at my live scope as well, and I'm seeing stuff swimming around, and like it was just this magical thing going on, and I was like, "Man, there's something special right here." So I literally put an exclamation point on my waypoint on my unit. I've never put an exclamation point in my life. I put exclamation point, red exclamation right there. And I thought, man, this is where I'll start. I had like 5 or 6 bites, and they all felt really big. I didn't catch any of them. And so the first day of the tournament rolls the next day, and of course I run up there. I'm boat 100. I think I was boat like 130, 140. As I get there, there was 80 or 90 boats in this one area. And I stop outside of everybody and put my trolling motor down and start kind of fishing my way up in there. And I'm looking at my GPS, trying to see like where that exclamation point is. And I notice, it's such a blessing. I noticed right off the bat that even though there's boats everywhere, that one spot around that exclamation point had no boats. There was no boats where my exclamation point was. And it was about a 7,500 yard little stretch. And I saw it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this." So I didn't want to go too fast because you know how people are. They want to, they see you coming, they want to block you. So I just kind of fished my way up there, just biting my lip the whole time. I got my mask on. They don't know it's me because I'm in this wrap. I'm in an unwrapped boat, and I finally saw my opportunity and I got in there. And it's open water, and I power pole down right on my waypoint. And I just settle down, and it's all videoed. And within about maybe 5 casts, I caught one about, I don't know, 5 pounds or so, and I continued to catch them in that one little 50-yard stretch, and ended up with the 33 pounds from the first day right there, which was just crazy, and it was all around that exclamation point. So on day 2, you know what I did? So I catch 33 pounds in a 50-yard stretch, and there's more there.
Right.
I didn't even go there. I didn't even go. I went somewhere else. I literally went where I had shook off some more fish in that same bay, but like 400 yards away on the other side of the whole place. I could see it far away. And of course, there's boats everywhere over there that day. And I went to the other side of the bay. And what was funny, I thought to myself, because even some people that were in that bay were like, "Where did you go? Wait, you're leading the tournament. You never even came back. Like, where did you go?" And I did drop another 20, I don't know, 26 or something that second day.
Yeah.
And but I caught them off another spot, And so on day 3, I utilized both areas because there's nobody there anymore. And it was that was fun. It was just, I look back at that. It was probably the most fun I've ever had in a tournament. Obviously, catching these big giant bass. It just never stopped. It was every time I set the hook, you saw it. It was 6, 7, 8, 9 pounds, and it was, I didn't lose anything really much at all. I mean, I caught everything that bit, and that was fun. That's the way to fish a tournament when you're really dialed in on something focused. I just had these blinders on, and again, it was not easy to do because at times I would look up, because it took me all day to catch what I caught. It wasn't like I caught them in 5 minutes. And, I'm watching all these people setting the hook every 5 minutes on 2-pounders and 2.5-pounders. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, maybe it would be good to catch a few small ones, but I never put it down. I just kept fishing that big fish pattern, and I'd scratch out 5 big ones in the day. And the other reason you don't want to catch all those males in the area because you want those males to draw those females in. If you stick a hook in a bunch of males and mess them all up, I had my little zones, and everybody kind of had their zones in there. We all fished. Everybody got along, but in my little zone, I left the males alone.
Yeah,
There's my little magnets.